Hey Neeraj, I've heard a lot about Azure Storage, and we are in the process of moving our invoices from on-premises to cloud. Can you please tell me a little bit more about Azure redundancy options? I want to make sure my data is safe, even if my server decides to take a nap. Sure, Jatt. Azure Storage has you covered with several redundancy options. Let's dive in. So, what's the deal with LRS? LRS replicates your data 3 times within a single data center. It's like having 3 copies of your favorite movie in one room. If your DVD gets crashed, you still have 2 more DVDs to play, right? So when you talk about LRS, it is replicating 3 copies of your data in one data center, and you get 11 nines of durability in this storage replication. What is ZRS? Sounds fancy. ZRS is indeed fancy. It replicates your data across 3 availability zones within one region. So imagine having 3 copies of your movie, but in different rooms within the same house. If one room gets flooded or there's some breakage in one of the rooms, you still have the copies in the other 2 rooms. So the movie is safe in the other 2 rooms that you have. So in case of ZRS, what you get is you get 12 lines of durability, and it replicates your data within one region, and this replication is synchronous. GRS and RA-GRS, now you're just making up some words. Not at all. GRS replicates your data to a secondary region hundreds of miles away. It's like sending a copy of your movies to your friend's house in another city, which may be, let's say, 300 miles apart from your current city. In case of RA-GRS, it also lets you watch the movie at your friend's house in case your DVD player breaks. What I mean by this is, if you go with RA-GRS, you have a readable copy in the secondary site. So if I'm deploying an application in the secondary site, it can read the data because you get a secondary endpoint created for you. So when you go with RA-GRS, you get those features or options available to you. So you fail over from the primary site to the secondary site. And the replication that happens from the primary site to the secondary site is always an asynchronous replication. Always remember, when you are doing replication in one region, it is always synchronous. When you're doing a replication from one region to the other region, it is always asynchronous. So there can be some delay in which your data is updated in the secondary region. So maybe you have a delay of 3 to 4 minutes before the data is updated in the secondary region. And GZRS sounds like a superhero. GZRS combines the benefit of ZRS and GRS. It's like having your movie copies in different rooms and sending one copy to your friend's house, who is 300 miles apart from you. If you go with RA-GZRS, the secondary copy is also readable, which means you can also watch the movie at your friend's house as well. So if you talk about GZRS, in case of GZRS, your data is replicated across multiple data centers. If one data center fails, your copy is still there in other 2 data centers within the same region. And these copies are replicated synchronously across your zone. If the entire primary region fails, you can fail over to a secondary site. And in the secondary site, the 3 copies are kept in a LRS format. So in this type of a deployment, you have 6 copies of your data in 2 regions. Wow, Neeraj, Azure Storage has my back. What option should I choose for my use case? It depends on your needs, Jatt. If you want a local copy and local protection only, LRS is your solution. If you want higher availability, ZRS will be great because it replicates data across multiple zones. For regional protection, so if you worry about the entire region failing, then you should go with GRS or RA-GRS. And if you want the ultimate combo, you can go with GZRS or RA-GZRS as your final solution. So it all depends on the application needs and what your SLA is going to. Thanks, Neeraj. Now I can store my data safely and watch my movies without worry. Thank you for listening to the case study. I'll see you in the next video.